I hereby make complaint in my own handwriting against Jagdish Hiremata, B.S. Yediyurappa, Prahlad Joshi, N. Chandrasekaran and N. Ratan Tata, torturing me to give in my own handwriting, allowing them as co-inventor or co-inventors in my own ideas and or statement of obtaining ideas from them which is not truthful. In this way, by obtaining forcible statements, they Jagdish Hiremata, Prahlad Joshi and B.S. Yediyurappa wants to make my property of them, then escaping from their offences. In this way, they have several conspiracies. In another side of similar effort, N. Chandrasekaran and Ratan Tata, they want to make my ideas of them, thus to avoid royalty and investment sharing to anyone, thus they themselves making earnings, in which they may possibly give investments for some Indian billionaires for washing eyes of Indians. Whatever may be motives of N. Chandrasekaran and Ratan Tata, they are not inventors to my ideas and I have not obtained my ideas from them. However, they are trying to prove that I have obtained from them, showing my internet connection from Tata Communications Internet Services Limited from 2009 to 2010 and then in 2011. I was using their internet connection based on my necessity of internet connection. However, I have discontinued because of being fed up their insolvable negotiations to exploit my ideas, holding me and Ratan Tata as hostage by B.S. Yediyurappa and associates. I was not aware about technology available to remote access to any computer without internet connection. Subsequently, I have changed internet connection to challenge blackmailing of B.S. Yediyurappa and associates, saying if N. Chandrasekaran, S. Mahalingam and Mohandas Pai do not like to work in development and commercialization for Ratan Tata, then they can get out of negotiations. However, they themselves have followed me in my new internet connection like dogs depending on me for negotiating with Ratan Tata in earlier with N.R. Narayanamurthy. Since ideas were of mine, because of which for their moral face before Ratan Tata and N.R. Narayanamurthy for using Ratan Tata infrastructure for royalty and investment sharing of B.S. Yediyurappa and associates. We in public can see NGOs sending poor people with booklet of their NGO feeding poor people, subsequently demanding philanthropy from public. Without the cause of NGO working for society, they cannot get aid from public and government. In the similar, B.S. Yediyurappa and associates were in necessity of me since I was the inventor for my all ideas, hence for demanding royalty and investment from N.R. Narayanamurthy and Ratan Tata without me was immoral and difficult for B.S. Yediyurappa and associates. Hence, I have not made remote accessing to any computer of anybody, which I am ready to say, swearing at Dharmasthala temple. Also, these loafers are jokers to say that I, by having internet connection services from Tata company, I would obtain ideas from them. Ideas of them is most joking argument, because ideas are not kept in writing and in hard disks. Instead, if there is raw idea, then it is immediately filed at patent office with provisional patent application in India and in USA with utility patent application. And disclosing our ideas to others must have non-disclosure agreement. between the inventor and developer. Hence, these loafers are childish in their argument in hiding, saying that they keep their ideas in hard disk without filing provisional or complete patent application. For example, if someone steals written idea of someone, that is not provable, which has happened in Facebook because the concept is originally from Divya Narendra, who had not filed patent application for his ideas and disclosure to Mark Zuckerberg without non-disclosure agreement, at which Mark Zuckerberg developed and commercialized through he become successful. Since Divya Narendra had not filed patent application and did not enter into non-disclosure agreement, for which it is not acceptable since majority of success has come from Mark Zuckerberg programming and investments. Despite of this investment sharing given to Divya Narendra and his partners Winklevoss brothers because of reality in disclosing ideas to Mark Zuckerberg, thus Divya Narendra and his partners entering into verbal agreements. Here in the case, I have filed patent applications and solid evidence for disclosing my ideas, hence nobody on this earth can make claims on my genuine ideas. Also, public must know that if Ratan Tata wants to make claim my ideas, saying I have obtained from them, showing Tata Internet Service Provider, for which they should file opposition at Patent Office. But why they take extortion of statements from me, showing hopes for my payments? If they have ground and reality, then should file opposition at Patent Office instead of adopting arbitrary civil procedure for which they can be given death sentence and order to close the operation of Tata Group of Business. Hence, I absolutely refuse to give any kind of written statements to them. Whatever writings I make, that is only through this forum addressing government machineries and public of India. If they want to make counter arguments, then they should adopt proper procedure addressing me or by filing opposition at Patent Office Chennai instead of adopting proper procedure of extorting statements in their favor, showing hopes for my payments. Also, public must logically think why Ratan Tata was keeping quiet when I was waging legal battle against B.S. Yediyurappa and associates. I was sending emails and letters to Tata company why Ratan Tata was keeping mum. Hence, Ratan Tata would be hanged or ordered to close the operations for making effort for selfishness business against public and national interests, refusing to pay royalties and taxes. He has evaded billions of dollars taxes by adopting trust to take tax concession, which is abnormal procedure of India. If $100 tax concession is taken under the Trust Act, then 90% must be spent for social causes, on which government approving tax concession, saying let industrialists do my duty on their own. If government is giving license to open a school, then that is for enforcing its responsibility on society person. Hence, Ratan Tata must come to right path of business instead of being kicked out of India. Religiously, by respecting justice, my earnings must be given obtaining licensing. Without taking licensing, if he involved in business, the then beheading of Ratan Tata would be taken by all Indian, for which myself would give call. Pagals, without filing provisional patent application, will you keep your ideas written in hard disk for stealing? Most joking argument and blackmailing at hiding. If you have any claims, go to patent office and file opposition loafers. Have you people experience for developing procedures, products and fighting for ideas? Can you people show a successful product from TCS except working in mass production environment? And if Ratan Tata pays me less than my expected earnings, then his investment must be restricted to 8%. Since he has accepted to take 8% investments for allowing investments and royalty sharing, at which I have fought for him, spending my money and personal life. At this juncture, if he does not make payments as per my justifiable calculations, he does not deserve investments sharing for 30%, because that is fruit of my money and effort. As per Indian law and world law of any nation, he does not deserve 30%. Looking at history of this episode, as per American judicial system, he does not deserve 30% if he does not make my payments and royalty sharing as per my justifiable calculations. Also, Juta hi Bosdi ke sons of bitches B.S. Yediyurappa, प्रहलाद जोशी एंड जगदीश हिरेमठा. क्या लौड़ा ऐसा लेटर में लिख के भेजने बोलता रहे गांडूस? तुम सच्ची लोगो है तो धर्मस्थल मंदिर में आके स्वीरिंग करो रे गांडूस. जूता ही लायर्स एंड फ्रॉड गांडूस. B.S. येडियुरप्पा, तुमने मशीनिस्ट है क्या रे मेरे साथ इन्वेंटर बनने? तो सो चप्पल ही गांडू BSY ऐसा जोकिंग का बातें एंड आर्ग्यूमेंट्स करने देखा तो चूतियास तो नहीं है बोसडी के B.S. येडियुरप्पा एंड प्रहलाद जोशी. B.S. येडियुरप्पा, प्रहलाद जोशी and Anant Kumar have filed guarantor applications in my civil suit because of obtaining investments with Ratan Tata, knowing that ideas belongs to Shashidhar S. Konnur, who is from village rural background, based on they being politicians of village rural Hindu, they can obtain investments. So, N. Chandrasekaran and Ratan Tata cannot steal my ideas before true facts and realities. Hence, licensing must be taken immediately as per my calculations and conditions, abandoning everyday stratagems. If N. Chandrasekaran wants to take more royalty sharing forcibly, for that I have given calculations in the month of June 2019. He should go as per that instead of expecting me to give calculations, and forcible extortion would lead me to fall in agony, causing me to express anger in public despite I want to lead peaceful life, which is natural human behaviors under oppression, since one cannot expect saying he would rape someone but victim should maintain calm, which is not possible. Hence, N. Chandrasekaran, understanding human nature, must stop expecting me to show my tolerance for his raping and looting, and expecting such kind of unpractical tolerance is severe criminal offense liable for stringent punishment in any nation of the world. This kind of effort for extorting handwritten statement is being supported by Narendra Modi, RSS, BJP for implementing business as per their calculations and conditions to implement racial Hindutva administration against Dalits of India, which is not acceptable for me. Also, in the name of Hindutva and Vedas, they are trying to involve in egregious corruption and greediness without care and concerns for political moral values and parliamentary politics. This kind of egregious negligence to moral values of politics is first time in history of world. Hence, they Narendra Modi, BJP, RSS should give importance for moral values of politics and society instead of being kicked out of power in coming days of India. They should not behave like hungry dogs in the name of Vedas and Bhagavad Gita. And I am giving more royalty sharing is not possible since I have to get earnings for my supreme talent, supreme investments and supreme effort. Even animals do not behave like this which Narendra Modi, RSS, BJP must understand observing animal behaviors. At this incident, Narendra Modi, RSS, BJP have come down than normal animal behaviors which will not be acceptable, and they have to follow political and civilian moral values. Also, Om Prakash, former DIG of Karnataka state, should not demand more royalty sharing. If he extort through torture and horror, taking advantage of N. Chandrasekaran holding me, for that I will fight to get back the share along with compensation for torturing me. Bearing this in mind, forcible extortions should not be made. Internally, internal tolerating is not possible due to my supreme effort with sacrifice of my mother life and my procreation life. As a result, there will be unbearable agony to the extent of fighting to decisive level and also inflicting appropriate revenge on Hindutva ideology to remove it from India. Hence, understanding natural agony and pain, forcible extortion should not be made by anyone. I am earning from my natural talent. Anyone saying I am extorting, I would fuck his family woman. Since last 19 years, day and night, I am thinking for novel ideas and making effort to go to higher earnings, marketing my novel ideas. Not a single person of this kind exists in India, which I am doing because of my lower qualification and quest for higher positions and earnings. Hence, I would fuck any son of bitch family woman taunting at me saying I am extorting.